Good afternoon from Mission Control Houston at the International Space Station Flight Control Room in Houston, Texas. You're looking at a live view of the Soyuz MS-21 spacecraft docked to the pre-shuttle module. It's shown on the left of your screen there, and on the right-hand side is the Soyuz MS-19 spacecraft, which will be heading back home to Earth on March 30th. The Soyuz MS-21 spacecraft docked to the pre-shuttle module at 2:12 p.m. Central Time, 3:12 p.m. Eastern Time this afternoon after completing a 2-orbit, 3-hour rendezvous that began with the launch of the Soyuz at 10:55 a.m. Central Time from the Baikonur Cosmodrome.
Page 72. All right, I pulled up page 72. So once you transfer to the station and open the hatches, of course, you're going to have to go back to the Soyuz. Okay. And you're going to have to deactivate the duplex intercom unit, the VPU, and the MBS also. Okay, page 72. After we're done with all of the other steps, we're going to have to execute the actions that are here in this frame on page 72. Yes, that's correct. And you're going to have to install a KSD-S2 cap once you open the hatches. Okay, sounds good. And also, you'll have to deactivate the atmosphere purification unit in the orbital module and install a cap. All right, we will put it all in work. And we're basically waiting for you guys. Okay. Sounds good. We'll get busy.
Station Moscow, space to ground 2 for Pyotr. Pyotr, no response required. You are just covering up the camera a little bit, so could you please make sure that
Stand by.
we have a clear view of the
descent module
hatch.
So let me check that. So
now that's looking great.
the pressure reading is 749. Copy. 749. That's correct. And we need to make sure that the pressure is stable throughout the 2 minutes. Yes, we will check that right now.
Standing by to confirm that pressurization is stable. And to recap some of the milestones from today, the journey for 3 Russian cosmonauts began to the International Space Station at 10:55 a.m. Central Time, 11:55 a.m. Eastern Time, with liftoff from the Baikonur Cosmodrome in Kazakhstan. Then 8 minutes and 46 seconds later, third stage shutdown and separation occurred on the Soyuz booster. Soyuz performed a series of as-expected burns to propel the Soyuz into its preliminary orbit for a 2-orbit, 3-hour journey to the International Space Station. Docking occurred at 2:12 p.m. Central Time earlier this afternoon. and we are now standing by for hatch opening.
Oleg, do you think you'll be able to come back here prior to the conference and complete the steps on page 72? Of course, we'll do it all, and we have the whole night coming up. Go ahead and open the hatch.
Guys, just FYI, we have equalizer pressure. We are going to
Go for hatch opening.
Visible pressure monitoring valve. Closing KKT valve. So what page are we on now? Page 70. Closing KKT valve. Closing, and it is now closed. Go ahead and close the PV valve.
We should see the Soyuz MS-21 hatch open here shortly.
So, is everyone dressed? That goes over here. And the next page is page 71, item 8.1. All right, switching to page 71. Opening the BOSU hatch. So I'm going to have to set the lever for the hatch tool stopper. Did you see the hatch tool? The hatch tool, there it is. It should be here. Stand by. Yes, everything is in correct configuration. It is where it should be. What was that? All right. So yeah, almost there. They're knocking already. All right. So I'm supposed to do 6 to 7 turns.
Russian cosmonauts Oleg Artemyev, Denis, Matveev, and Sergey Korsakov working through final procedures ahead of hatch opening.
I'm going to put that away to make sure it's not in the way.
Huh?
What was that? Nope. I guess they're somewhere. I'm not sure where. You mean the ones for the crew? No. I'm not sure where I put mine. And the flashlight is not there. No, it's not for the crew. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter at all. So they aren't going to let us in. All right, opening the hatch now.
And we should see the hatch open here in just a moment.
Halfway there. Go ahead. Go. That's right.
The hatch is open. Hatch opening occurring at 4:48 p.m.
All right. Hooray. All right. Go for it. All right. Go ahead. Go first. But be careful. What was that? Yes, go ahead. And I'm going to finish up here.
First through the hatch is Denis Matveev.
Denis, go ahead. Moscow.
First through the hatch was Korsakov. Next up is Denis Matveev.
Yes, so are we going to transfer? And I'm signing off, correct? Yes, sounds good. Your go. All right.
And next up we'll see Soyuz Commander Oleg Artemyev as he floats through the hatch. And all 3 Russian cosmonauts are now aboard the International Space Station. In a short while, the crew will complete a routine safety briefing being led by the commander of the International Space Station, Anton Shkaplerov. And recapping some milestones from today, the journey to the International Space Station for 3 Russian cosmonauts began at 10:55 a.m. Central Time with liftoff from the Baikonur Cosmodrome in Kazakhstan. 8 minutes and 46 seconds after liftoff, third stage was shut down and separation occurred on the Soyuz booster. Then, just seconds later, the Soyuz automatically commanded its solar arrays and navigational antennas to deploy. The Soyuz performed a series of nominal burns to propel the Soyuz into its preliminary orbit for a 2-orbit, 3-hour journey to the International Space Station. The Soyuz docked to the Prishal module on the Russian segment of the International Space Station at 2:12 p.m. Central Time, and the docking probe on the Soyuz retracted. Hooks were closed on both sides of the docking interface to form a hard mate between the Soyuz MS-21 and the International Space Station. Following this, a series of leak checks took place, the vestibule was repressurized, and the crew floated through the hatch at 4:48 p.m. Central Time, 5:48 p.m. Eastern Time. With the Soyuz MS-21 and its crew now safely aboard the International Space Station, that will wrap up our coverage for today. Thanks so much for joining us. This is Mission Control Houston.